Welcome back, true believers, to another episode of Sunday Supershow Extravaganza. It's a special edition of Sunday Supershow Extravaganza because before we get into the new comic book day previews and the trending and hot 10 comics of the week and all that stuff that we always do, we're going to have a spoiler-free. Me and my friend Random Reads will have a spoiler-free. He just got through watching it. We're going to have a spoiler-free review of the new Superman movie, directed by James Gunn. Right after these messages.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
Welcome, my guest from the great state of Georgia. He's a Southern gentleman and a scholar. My friend, your friend, Random Reads.
Hey, y'all. Yep, I just got done with Superman. It was amazing. It was awesome. And I'm scared to say anything because I'll.
Well, we're going to talk about that right now. We're going to go. We're not going to get into any. We're not going to spoil it, but we are going to do a spoiler-free movie review right now. I just thought of this like on the fly about 15 minutes ago when Kevin told me he'd seen it. So here we go.
Hey.
All right, Kevin, I'll let you go first since you just saw it.
Well, you know that one part where that thing happened? Yeah, man, that was so
Pilsner.
cool.
Hey, man.
And that other part where that other thing happened, man, that was great.
And then, like, here I could tell you, here's my, here you go, like this. Then Superman.
Yep, I remember. I saw that.
All right, well, okay, I'm just going to tell you, like, we'll just do this briefly, but.
Yeah,
I remember going into there. I went Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and it was almost a packed house. And then when the movie's over, everybody applauded, which I always think is a good sign. And I had to go to the bathroom about an hour and a half in, and I held it.
Yeah,
so that's always a good sign for me personally.
Right. I couldn't walk out to go use the bathroom or do anything because you're going to miss something because things are happening. Just constantly, basically.
Yeah, it was like, to me, like the best way I could describe it was like you take a Superman comic, and I think that James Gunn took a lot of attention in his storyboarding to kind of make it play out like a comic book, like the opening thing with you just jump right into the parade. Yeah, there's no 45-minute intro of how he got to Earth or anything like that because we all know that.
Yeah, that was perfect.
And like there's splash page moments
30 years ago, 3 days ago, and it gets you right up to where you need to be for the movie to start.
Yeah, and I was just blown away by it. Crypto's probably stole the show a lot, although I didn't think he overshadowed Superman.
No.
And I've heard people say that Superman had to have all his help, but if you haven't read the comics, you understand that Superman has to have help sometimes. And sometimes the one thing it's Superman I would call a weakness of his is he's hamstrung by trying to save innocent bystanders. He doesn't want any people to be hurt.
Yeah.
So there's like scenes where we make sure he saves like people that are in peril. And that's another thing. I don't think that Man of Steel, which I did like, I think they kind of missed the point that Superman's just reckless abandon in there fighting General Zod. Probably killed thousands of people fighting him. And that's not a direct criticism, but like I don't know. I think James Gunn's a sunnier like director, like
more optimistic
than Snyder can be. Snyder seems kind of almost nihilistic sometimes. If you look at his movies like Dawn of the Dead, even Man of Steel and Justice League, although in Justice League, I don't know, it's hard to get a take on Justice League because there was too many cooks in the kitchen, so to speak.
Yeah, it reminded me a bit of old Bruce Lee movies or any martial arts movie. For the first 3/4 of the movie, he's getting beat up. Bad things are happening to him, to his family, to whatever, in a martial arts movie. And then he takes over and does what has to be done and wins the day. And the Mr. Terrific Guy Gardner, they were perfect. They were excellent. I mean, I was very happy with the supporting.
That's right. And Pilsner makes a good point. Soups only works with friends with a different moral compass. Mm-hmm. Superman has no gray area. He's not like, he doesn't get into like Wolverine. He's kind of like, look, I might end up killing you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm probably going to end up killing a lot of people today, but that's just what I do.
If you ever play Dungeons and Dragons, he's the paladin.
Yeah.
Superman is the lawful good guy.
You know, and they used to nickname him the Big Blue Boy Scout, right?
Yep.
It even gets on Batman's nerves sometimes how much of a Boy Scout he is.
Batman has the no kill rule. You know, he doesn't kill.
Yeah. But I don't know. Batman does kill people. When he got older, he did.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, he definitely did when he got older.
Yeah, like Frank Miller's take of him, he did. You know, it's like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I
a little darker.
The only thing that I felt leaving this movie was joy. I felt a lot of joy.
Right.
While I was watching it, it was like all this stuff I wished I could have seen as a kid. You know, another way I can put it in context is when I saw the Avengers for the first time, first Avengers movie, I was like, I never thought I would see this.
That's the way I felt with the first Iron Man movie, the first Marvel movie that was like, I walked out of that going, that's the first time I feel like I watched a comic book on the screen.
And another thing I thought after I left this film was, why in the fuck, pardon my language, did Marvel let this man go?
Yeah.
They're never going to get him back now.
Nah. He's got to be one of the best directors, if not the best director going right now.
I think that we can blame Feige for that one.
Yep.
I don't know. I think that maybe the one thing my one criticism of Marvel is that they kind of let Feige get a little too involved in what's going on in the making of these films, and I think sometimes it affects the movie. Also, I think I very rarely give a corporation like Warner Brothers or Disney props, but I will give Warner Brothers props here. It looks like they let James Gunn do what he wanted to do, and they didn't give him much pushback.
No interference from the executive level. The
problem with Marvel is they always have Disney behind their shoulder saying, no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yep.
And I think
then the director is going to have Feige up here going, no, this is how you're going to do this. This is how you're going to do that. And you got to leave it like this.
And I felt that like there was a love and reverence for the source material.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't all-star Superman, but there was a lot of all-star Superman in it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of there was a little bit of maybe a Superman all season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I just in closing, I give it 2 thumbs up. I don't know if it's a 10 out of 10. I was a little excited when I saw it the first time, but it is great. It is one of the greatest. It's probably one of the best superhero movies I've seen. And I don't know if this is a bold statement or not, but I think it's the best Superman movie I've seen since Christopher Reeves put on the cape.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking coming out of it. I mean, I can't think of one I enjoyed as much as that today.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen it, me and Kevin
highly recommend it. The whole time trying to figure out where I've seen Perry White before. And I finally realized he was on Treme.
This is not that much. And this is not that much of a spoiler. But did you like how Perry and all of them are just chilling while this stuff going on in the background? Like what it was like Daily Planet. They've covered Superman for 3 years. They're used to this crap happening.
Wendell Pierce, that's his name.
Wendell Pierce. He's a good actor.
Damn good actor. I saw him on Treme. If you ever saw that about the Hurricane Katrina going through New Orleans.
That was a really good show. If you want to jump on, we're just talking Superman right now. We're going to end talking about Superman here in a few minutes. I just wanted to talk about it real quick because
it's the hot topic of the week for sure.
Yeah, he was in Hackers too, wasn't he? Yeah, he was
The Wire.
In Hackers.
Yeah, Hacker.
Who was the Wire? Who was the girl that played Cat Grant? I kind of got a crush on her after watching her jump up and down, and she was like, they were like, yeah, she was
right. That boy Jimmy, he's in trouble, or
Did you like Jimmy Olsen? I thought Jimmy Olsen was great in this movie. The way Jimmy Olsen's supposed to be. I can't wait to see if they actually do a spin-off series with him, because I think it'd be great. Like, you could have
for sure
Corn Sweat do a cameo. Like, like if Jimmy gets in real trouble, he can hit that watch that he always carried that Superman can hear. And
right.
Yeah, they should call it Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. I think that would be and I didn't know he was such a ladies' man, but he kind of was a ladies' man in the Silver Age too, though. Like, I always had these hot women like after him, so I don't know.
But yeah, something about Jimmy, he attracts them gorgeous women, which Lois Lane alluded to at one point, Yeah,
and it just like and then Lex Luthor, I think he just got the character of Lex Luthor.
He's an evil bastard.
He's not got any redeemable quality at all. He thinks he's better than everybody else, and he can't stand the fact that Superman exists.
He's like the polar opposite of Superman.
Yeah,
he doesn't care who dies or who he kills to get what he wants.
And you'll find that very evident quickly in the movie.
Yeah,
when him and Superman are face to face at one point, and I just think it was a great movie, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a good movie, and it's a movie you can feel safe if you have children. It's a movie you can feel confident. Let your kids see it
for sure.
And we may have another generation of comic book fans on the way because of this movie. I hope
so. Yeah,
because those old guys are dying out. They're not making no more of us guys that grew up collecting it.
Read comics.
All right. Well, enough of that. Yeah. Enough of that for now. So we'll go on to my new comic book day previews for the week of July 14th, 2025.
I need to put it in my pull list
order. Let me share the screen. Yeah, my pull list is dwindling.
Mine too. Mine too, very much.
I'm going to keep reading Superman, though. I'm going to keep reading Superman because it's written by Joshua Williamson, and he's a pretty good writer.
I'm going to keep reading Superman Unlimited.
Let's see if we can get this to come up. It'll be a little slow. Oh, it's pretty good. I haven't. Yeah, I think you're right, Nerdy. I think we're right about that. All right, let's get into it. We'll make this. I'll try to get through this quick. If I can get this to come up. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got
Wendell Pierce is also
Batman issue 10's coming out this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool cover.
There's always multiple variants for this. I like the
Sean
Crystal. Look at this one of Bane here. Cover A is probably the best one. We got Absolute Flash number 5. I really not a fan of some of the covers on that one though. I don't know.
I haven't read any.
We got Detective Comics 10.99. I like this one right here. There's the Ashley Wood variant. It's a 1 in 25. I like the spooky type variants. I think that's kind of like Detective Comics is supposed to be kind of like dark and like noir kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So that kind of suits it. Nightwing 128. Nightwing's like one of the longest running series they have at DC.
Wow.
Right now.
That's the truth.
128 issues. That's a lot. It's been going for a while.
Especially
in modern times, how they reboot it.
Yeah.
They restart everything these days, so it is kind of refreshing if they did that, I guess. Ultimate X-Men 17. Little Peach Momoko goodness, but I want to check out this one right here. Look at this Nick Klein special variant here. I think that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
All right. That's still on my pull list because I like Peach Momoko. We got Batman, Superman, World's Finest, 41.
I like that. And you can see the
fun
cover.
Series. Mark Waid's been working on it for a while. I like the cover D, the Kevin Maguire.
It's obvious, the movie,
Yeah, and like the Superman, I love that with Crypto there. That's just great.
Uh-huh.
And then you got one here with the World's Finest. You got Batman, Superman mirror image type thing. We got Ultimate Black Panther 18 still going strong. Oh, well, let's see if I can check the chat here because sometimes I forget to check the chat. All right. Nobody's talking. Invincible Universe Battle Beast number 3. I got the first issue, but I got in it blind bag FOMO. So there's David Knock. I'm not picking it up no more, though. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 10. There's 13 variants this week. IDW is trying to act like Boom Studios now. We got Wonder Woman issue 22. Tom King's still writing this, I think. And I like the Nakayama variant. That'll probably come up later because I think I picked that for one of my variants of the week. We got Batman and Robin year 1, issue 9. The Frank Quitely one is pretty cool. I'm just a big fan of Frank Quitely. So Imperial, I got the first issue, but I don't know, man. I just, like I said, I made the decision to tone down a little bit, but it seemed like an interesting story. They got a Scotty Young variant.
I think it's leading into a major Marvel event of some sort, from what I've heard.
Yeah, another one. They're going to try to get my money. They're not tricking me this time, Kevin. They're not getting me this time.
109 issues and all the side issues like Civil War II and stuff.
Like I did with Blood Hunt. Yeah, I'm not doing that again because all the other side issues of Blood Hunt had all to do with the
exactly. They have nothing to do with the main story.
So I'm through with Marvel and DC's. Okay, bottom tier. Hey, we're glad you're, bro. Just glad you're here, man.
Glad you're listening.
All right, let me continue here. We'll try to get through this. I dropped New Gods. I just can't afford
Imperial does have a cool Scotty Young.
There's other things I want more like Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Did you see the Imperial Scotty Young variant?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Hulk and like a Roman.
It's kind of cute. I like it. I like Scotty, man. I kind of like his work. We got Titans number 25. Exceptional X-Men number 11. Spawn 366. They're closing in on 400th issue here.
Right.
I like the fact that Todd only has like one variant for it, though. He's like, I'm a simple man. You know, I don't want to make you all chase a bunch of variants.
That one. And I like that he doesn't reboot Spawn. It's never started up.
He may do it. Yeah, he may do a mini series or like a medieval Spawn or do a new character, but he never reboots Spawn, which is I like.
Yep.
And I don't think he ever will, as long as he's living.
Right.
Look at this Jamie Tyndall variant here with Baroness. I don't know why they got one of them's like a picture of her further away. I like the Andrea Milana variant. I've been liking these 1 in 25. We got the Transformer on here this week, and it looks like the G.I. Joe packages.
Yeah, G.I. Joe Transformer. It's a Jeep.
So that's pretty cool. Yep. Actually, you find out in the story, Clutch finds out that his Jeep is a Transformer who's been hiding. It's kind of cool.
Cool.
Zatanna, number 6. They've been having some beautiful covers for this. Look at this Frank Cho. That one. Frank Cho does amazing back. He's one of these guys that does background stuff, which I like this Hamari variant too, kind of like. But I'll tell you what, with Zatanna, I always have that song by ZZ Top in the back of my head. He's got legs.
Right.
Predator versus Spider-Man 4. Hey, look at this cover. See, this one right here. Not this one. Where's it at? That one right there. The 1 in 25 Bjorn Barons.
Oh yeah.
Variant. Does that not look like an homage to like Hulk 181 or something like that, or one of them, or like that one with Wolverine and Sabretooth on it where they're fighting? It kind of looks like that.
Yeah. The Wolverine Sabretooth. I could see that.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. See if anybody's talking. Oh, no. Okay, it's coming back. No, it's not.
Uh-oh.
Well, let me get it back.
Refresh.
All right. It's coming back. I hate when that happens. I clicked on it. When you click on it, it knocks you out. I don't know. Now we're A. I think I ordered cover A. It's got him fighting a big giant robot with Crypto. I love it. We got. I want you to see the Frank Cho Gotham City Sirens variant. Look here. They got him with Catwoman, Harley, and Poison Ivy. I thought that was great.
Right.
I also like the Christian Ward cover
I like
and
that.
the David Benjamin variant. Yeah.
Man.
It's got all the little cosmic colors, and this one's not bad. The Robin Higginbottom. And Dan Slott's writing that. I got issue 1 right here. We're going to read tonight. I think I haven't read it yet, but I was kind of holding off.
I'm holding off to get about 3 issues out.
Silver Surfer number 2. And look at this cover for cover A here with Galactus' skull. That's pretty dope. And I like this one right here, Claudio Castellini variant.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
That Claudio one is just like where he's flying out of the sun. You got Deadpool Wolverine number 7. I've not been really reading that. We got Batman and Robin, Jason Todd. This is issue 2. This is about, I guess, when the Jason Todd era. We got New Avengers number 2. And the Lucio Perillo cover is pretty cool with the exploding background. And you got the ladies of Marvel. And then, but look at this one right here, the Ben Oliver.
That Ben Oliver is awesome.
And here's, of course, you got the Red Guardian.
That's cool.
I love that guy. I watched that. Yeah. I finally got to see that movie, Kevin, and it's great.
Yeah.
Here's one of my favorite series, Red Coat number 13. You follow the exploits of Simon Pure. Brian Pitch is doing the artwork, and you got Jeff Johns. Here's the other Spawn. We got King Spawn number 47. Eddie Brock Carnage number 6. See what the variants look like. Oh, look at the Jim Rugg Retrovision. Look, I might have to get that because I'm a Jim Rugg fan.
Oh yeah, it looks like an EC comic.
Yeah, I don't know. Here I am saying I'm not going to get anything new, but I don't even like the Carnage book. But man, I mean that would be great if I got to see Jim Rugg again to get him to sign that. Maybe I'll get it later. We got Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe number 1. Well, I tell you what, I say a lot of the Godzilla fans here recently are going to be going bankrupt because Godzilla's everywhere in comics right now. I'll be on till about top of the hour, 7 o'clock. And there he is, Nerdy Geek. Right on time. All right.
Kevin, how's it going?
Good. What's up, man?
Too much.
Well, I'll try to make it, John. I'm on Bruce's show tonight on Sundays usually, but and we got Justin Birch letters here. Justin Birch, how you doing?
Justin.
We're just doing the review right now. We're up to Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. Let's check out some of the variants. We got that Mark Brooks one's cool. Look at all the characters fighting Godzilla. You got a Pete Woods 1 in 25, which is pretty cool with the God of Thunder. We got I don't know. Those are my 2 favorite up here. I like this one too. The John Tyler Christopher action figure variant. That's kind of cool. And then you got
Mark Brooks is
Francis
actually a wraparound cover.
Foil variant.
Wow.
It is? All right. I think these 2 right here, the cover A and 1 in 25 and the 1 in 100 are my favorite.
Yes. I got.
Let's continue.
I got
Marvel Knights of World to Come number 2. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I got the Mark Brooks trade and the 1 in 100.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was 1 in 100.
We got the Torrin Clark. I like the Torrin Clark. This guy's doing good. I like that one.
Yeah, that's
I like
cool.
This one with the color background with Marquez. And we have one that you can't see. That's probably that one with a trade dress, I'm assuming. Walking Dead Deluxe 117. Of course, these are reprints of the original color reprints of the original Walking Dead series. Thundercats number 16. There's 26 variants for this. We're skipping that crap. Giant size House of M number 1. I think y'all know which one I'm going to get when you see it. Right here. Ivan Talavera is just crushing it on these giant size
that's sweet
variants. So, I've got them all, so I might as well keep going. Got Phantom Road 14. We got another Bring on the Bad Guys number 1. This is Abomination. That's some cool covers in that one too. I've not been getting that though. This ends tonight. Number
Star Wars,
1.
Number 3.
Comics.
Oh.
Blood and Thunder
Madden
number 3.
Hughes in
I
there.
like this one so far. I thought this was fun. I like the 1 in 10. I like the
Blood
David
Thunder.
Lopez. I like cover 8. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Her name is Blood, and she's got an AI gun that has a personality of its own called Thunder.
Cool.
And it's like a smart ass. It's pretty cool.
Man, I didn't think about that. An AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes me think of, the magic swords in D&D that would talk back to you. And
Yeah. And it'll refuse to work like in the worst time possible.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the way the swords would do them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to kill them. I'm not going to kill them.
That from that. Yeah. We got Ghost Pepper number 1. I'm not familiar with what that's about.
I wonder if that's part of the, like with Redcoat, the universe there.
I don't think so. But look at the Stanley Art Germ cover.
Yeah, that's
Hello,
neat.
Nurse. Oh, I like the one too where she's getting her mug shot. You know what? I don't know. We might have to do some research on that one. We got Spider Girl issue 2.
Yeah.
Of course, that takes over for Spider Boy, unfortunately.
I
New
like
Champions
the
number
first issue. It was
7.
pretty good.
We
I
got
love
Gotham
Spider
City
Boy.
Sirens number Unfit for Orbit number 3. And I've been had the connecting covers, but Gillian March. So that one's for that. I guess that's Despero. It looks like. This one's probably cool. We just read this one, I think, or no?
Yeah.
We read
A lot
the
of
3
people
for
like
Supershow.
Yeah, we read it like 2 weeks ago, I think.
It's really interesting.
Huh.
We got Star Wars Hyperspace Stories, The Bad Batch, Ghost Agents. I think we're about done here. We're going to look.
Red shirt.
X-Men
right down
Age
there.
of Revelation 0.
And the Space
We
Ghost
got
Johnny
Space
Quest.
Space Ghost Johnny Quest 2. And it looks
Oh,
like
the
this is
first
gonna be the
issue
week
of Big
that
Rig. Yeah.
Post Malone's Big Rig issue 1 comes out.
16 different covers.
Yeah. And we got Mothra, Queen of the Monsters number 4. And we got another EC book, Catacomb of Torment number 1 coming out this week.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh.
And
cool.
Look at this one. Some cool covers as usual.
Oh.
I think I like this one right here, the Third Eye Comics. Now, this is one I'm interested in kind of getting. It's called Star Trek Red Shirts issue 1.
It's about the guys that always
focus
die.
on the red shirt guys. It's going to focus on the guys that always die. Look at the cover B.
Want to see the galaxy? Put on a red shirt.
You got Hercules number 5. I'm kind of off this series, although I did order this one. I think cover B.
That's pretty cool.
Vampirella number 3's got 40 variants for Vampirella.
There's a ton of those.
Let's take a look at them. I guess. Good Lord, look at the Jay Ferguson one.
There's some good ones. But that's just too
I think
many.
I ordered this one right here, the Shannon Mar or whatever, and there's the
Weird Science homage.
Yeah, it is Weird Science homage.
What would you little maniacs like to do first, right? Okay, so there's like 1,000 variants. There's the Mark Spears one. I ordered that one. Of course, I
there's
did,
a bunch
right?
of those.
Of course, I did. I think I got the green one. Yeah. Good Lord, look at this one.
Wow.
All right, look at this one right here.
Yeah.
Underdog Comics,
like
Korea variant. It's Archie. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. There's a
I
red
had to show him off because
Sonja
Sean
War.
Below's here. He loves Vampirella. So.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey,
Red
Dungeon
Sonja
Crawler.
War.
How you doing?
Hey, man. What's up, Kevin?
We got Kenneth here, too.
Hey, Birdman.
Now, I'm going to keep on going, I guess.
Pin
Got
Apocalypse.
Gargoyles, Demona number 1.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Red. Yeah, there's Pin Apocalypse.
The Pin Apocalypse?
Always some sexy covers, though.
That one's been a fun read.
I can't afford any of them. Yeah. I can't afford to keep getting new stuff. It's just the way it is.
I know, yeah. It's just,
Red Sonja,
so much of it is
Darkness
so
number
tempting.
3.
And
There's a lot of
Sonja
things that
War.
tempt me on here. I just can't afford it all.
God, there's 14 covers for the Red Sonja
Yeah,
Noir.
there's a lot of variants for that one. Damn, look at some of these variants.
Wow.
Cosplay variant.
Man,
Michael
I like
Disney
that
variant.
one. Yeah, the cosplay variant.
Ooh, check out the Bruce Timm
red
Virgin
one.
variant. Oh my.
Oh, wow. Nice. Bruce Timm. Yeah.
All right. I think we're done for now.
Cover.
And,
Yeah.
we got Rob Liefeld still doing the Young Blood Deluxe #4. He's redoing all that. And we got the Zdarsky news. All right. So that was it. That's your new comic day previews, guys. I think we covered
Good
enough
stuff.
right there.
Too many things I want, but I cannot afford.
And now it's time for one of my favorite segments where I pick my variant covers of the week.
And they're all Vaporilla covers. No.
No, they're not. They're actually not. But I mean, I actually didn't pick any Vaporilla. I don't know why. I just wasn't thinking. I was just in a hurry. But I picked this one. This is the Frank Cho.
That is cool.
Superman Unlimited
That's a good one.
variant. I thought it was kind of cool. I also got Crypto #2.
Don't look happy.
I thought the Crypto issue 2 one was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Crypto
I gotta go with
like
the
he's just
Silver
having
A
a
on that.
ball. And I picked this one, the G.I. Joe 9 1 in 25 variant. And then even though I'm not New Gods #8, I don't know who the artist is, so you'll have to forgive me. But I just love Big Barda. I like big women. Speaking of tall Amazonian women, we got the Wonder Woman.
I like that one.
Wonder Woman David Nakayama variant. And I picked this one for World's Finest. I thought this one was just, we talked about this earlier, but it's from the movie. David Cornsweet and Crypto on the cover. And then I just thought Nick Klein killed it on this Ultimate X-Men cover on the Peach Buckle series. I just thought that was kind of cool and creepy. And he's also, of course, he does the artwork for Incredible Hulk right now. And I picked this one for Detective Comics because it looks kind of creepy and noirs, just like Detective Comics is supposed to be. That should have been cover A, probably, in my opinion. And then this probably should be cover A for the Batman and Robin Year 1. This is a Frank Quietly variant.
Oh, yeah.
And I just thought, I love it. I don't know. And then I think Nerdy Geek can help me with the name because I forgot their name, but I just thought this variant was the bee's knees for Imperial.
Wow.
I don't know who
I can't
did
remember
it.
their name, but I just think it's beautiful.
That's really
And
nice.
the death of the Silver Surfer. I thought this was cool, where he's riding out of the sun or surfing out of the sun. And then we'll go with Predator versus Superman. I thought that was kind of cool. It's kind of an homage to the Wolverine cover. I think it is. It looks like it.
Yeah, it does.
And then I also picked this one. I thought it was kind of cool. The Imperial, although I'm not reading it, but there you go. That is your my variant. They're not the variants of the week, but they're my variants of the week.
Right.
And I like them. Nobody else has to like them, but I like them. Okay, now it's time for the next segment we call. Probably going to go over about 10 minutes because I did the Superman review earlier. New key issues of the week according to the Key Collector app. So let's, without any further ado, we'll get to it. Get this screen up on here. There we go. Let it work. Let it do some cooking. Let the do some cooking here. We always put them fresh in the oven for tasty new content here on Sunday Super Show Extravaganza for all you nice people that watch. I appreciate everybody that watches it live and everybody that watches the replay of my little videos during the week. All right, here we go. First up, we have Absolute Batman #10. The solicitation says this is the true form of Bane is revealed in this issue. So there you go. says Bruce Wayne trapped in Arkham. Bruce Wayne is trapped within the horrors of Arkham as his best friend Waylon Jones endures unimaginable tortures. Next up, we have Bring on the Bad Guys Abomination #1. This is part of a seven one-shots. Then we got Deadpool Wolverine #7. This will be the first appearance of a character called Legacy. It says Legacy, the debut of an all-new mutant foe. And Strife's got his helmet back. The power it brings turns the table on our heroes' plans. Next up, we have the Dread, the Hall H, #1 anthology of horror stories that take place at a comic convention. That sounds kind of interesting.
Right. Yeah.
Look at him. He's eating a slab.
I Dread the Hall H. I get it.
He's eating a slab, Kevin. This ends tonight, #1, a 3-issue series of interconnected stories of violence and mayhem in Las Vegas. That sounds kind of interesting, actually. Might have to, I don't know, I'll have to read that digitally or something. This is the Gargoyles Demona #1. This will be the origin of Demona. We've got Ghost Pepper #1. A food truck owner's most recent customer may be the key to saving the world if he doesn't destroy it first. Well, that sounds kind of interesting. Huh. Okay, that is kind of interesting. Next up, we have Giant Size House of M, #1, one of the 5 one-shots that inserts a misplaced Kamala Khan into the classic X-Men story. Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, #1. It's a 5-issue limited series that pits Godzilla against the heroes and villains in the Marvel Universe and teases a mysterious connection to Cranium. I didn't know that. We got New Champions #7. This is going to be the first appearance of a character called Night Drifter. The all-new Spider-Girl and her frenemy, Hulkette, swing into the New Champions. But are these sensational superheroes new friends, or are they foes? We got Batman Robin, Jason Todd #2, and this is the first full appearance of a person called Wraith. This is Superstars Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. You reunite to tell the story of the second boy wonder. And next up, we got Red Shirts #1. This is going to be a 5-issue series featuring Starfleet's most intrepid and doomed crew members, the Red Shirts. So that's kind of cool. There are your new keys of the week. We're going to keep this screen up, and I will go. Let's see if anybody's said anything. Nope. All right. Well, let's go to our next segment while I get this set up. The trending 20 comics of the week. All this information comes from the Key Collector. What new keys are coming out? Let's see if I can get this thing to work. It's wanting to slow down a little bit, but we'll keep that on the screen for now until I can get this working. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's see if this will work. Any minute. My internet's not responding, so.
Oh, no.
It's either going to boot me out or there we go. God damn it.
Refresh it.
All right, hold on.
Oh. Uh-oh. Might have just booted him out.
All right, here we go.
Seems like there it is.
Okay.
Work.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not looking good.
Take like 3 hours. There we go. All right, we're back. Justice League #1 from 1987. This is the first appearance of Maxwell Lord. DC Possibilities Gunn is a fan of this Justice League run. There's been a 450% increase in copies sold this week versus previous week due to the release of the Superman and the role of Maxwell Lord, a little cameo in it. Spoiler alert in the film. high grade. You can find this book in $1 bin if you really look. It's $12 in high grade. I just sold a copy for $5 because it was mid grade. We got new Teen Titans Annual #2. This is the first appearance of Vigilante in costume. First appearance of Lila Michaels. Later becomes the Harbinger. First appearance of Cheshire, Jade Wynn, Deadly
good story.
Assassin. Yeah. And there's been a 400% increase in copies sold because Peacemaker Season 2 approaches, and San Diego Comic-Con will host a large-scale promotion for the sequel called Peace Fest. High grade, about $15 for this issue. It's a good one. And we know why this one's on here. All-Star Superman #1 from 2005 by Grant Morrison, art by Frank Whiteley. 12-issue series that tells a classic tale of Superman's relationship with humanity and his as he accomplishes heroic feats while dying from overexposure to Earth's sun. There's been a 380% increase in copies sold because of the movie, I believe. Another one that's on here because of the movie.
$5.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of Superman related stuff on here this week.
Mm-hmm.
Green Lantern #59, first appearance of Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan's backup Green Lantern. There's been a 317% increase in copies sold this week. You will not find this book in $1 bin, I guarantee it. High grade's about $600, mid grade's about $180, and $60 in a low grade. I might be able to find a low grade one day. Now this one's on the list this week because Superman Unlimited #1, cover art by CEO of DC Studios James Gunn. There's been a 300% increase in copies sold. I'd say probably because of the movie. Next up, we have Alias #1. This is the first appearance of Jessica Jones. $75 in high grade, about 18 mid grade, and a low grade would be about $5. 75% increase in copies sold because Marvel Studios will reboot Alias for Disney.
Yep. And if you never read that, you should. It's a great story.
Now, this one is Superman, a Friendship Unleashed. I sold a copy of this for $30 the other day because it was mid grade. So I probably oversold it, but sorry, whoever bought it, but you still got a good deal. This is a 12-page comic, Milkbone limited edition Superman box available on Milkbone Online with a free comic book. There's been a 275% increase in copies sold. Here's a cover I've been wanting to get, though. Superman 680.
Yeah. Cool.
Cover of art by Alex Ross featuring Crypto the Superdog. There's been a 243% increase in copies sold this week due to interest in the movie again. We're going to see that a lot on this list. Batman Vengeance of Bane #1. This might be because the Absolute's doing a Bane thing, but this is $100 in a high grade. It's released in '93. First appearance and cover and origin of Bane. Nightfall reading order. Next, Batman 484. James Gunn's DCU is developing a Bane and Deathstroke supervillain team-up film based on a script by Matthew Orton. So that's cool.
Hey, Glenn.
Bring them in here. Ghost Rider #1. First appearance of Daniel Ketch as the second Marvel Ghost Rider possessed by Noble Kell. First appearance of Death Watch, a demonic entity. $30 in a high grade copy. Mid grade's about $9. You got a low grade copies will go for about $3. 200% increase in copies sold this week versus the previous weeks because of the introduction of Mephisto and Ironheart. They're speculating. Spectre issue 54 from 1997. This is the first appearance of the second Mr. Terrific, Michael Holt. Again, more Superman spec. And we got Superman and Supergirl movie spec coming up next.
And Mr. Terrific
Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow #1. First appearance. Oh, yeah, he was. First appearance of Krem of the Yellow Hills, and first appearance of Ruthie Mary Knoll, an ally of Supergirl. And of course, the Supergirl movie is in development, or it's actually in the middle of filming, I think. 186% increase in copies sold. Next up, we have Conan the Barbarian, issue 24, a nice Barry Windsor Smith cover. This is the second appearance of Red Sonja. Been an 180% increase in copies sold this week because they just released a trailer for the Red Sonja film. It's going to be coming out next year or the end of this year or something. I just sold a low grade copy.
Barry Windsor Smith is so amazing. One of my favorite artists.
We got Ghost Rider 28, first cameo, team appearance of the 9, aka the Midnight Suns. Also, the first appearance of Caretaker, Lilith, and Meat Market, offspring of Lilith. And this is about $25 in high grade. I think I sold a mid grade copy for about $5 or $6 the other day, about 2 weeks ago. 169 increase in copies sold. Here we got Amazing Spider-Man 328. There's no really key fact except the fact
Marlon's
that
last.
yeah, it's kind of an iconic art cover art by Todd McFarlane. It looks like Superman getting punched in the nuts. I mean, Hulk getting punched in the nuts. Sorry, I got Superman on the brain. About $30 in a high grade copy. We got Fantastic Four 209. First appearance of Herbie the Robot. First John Byrne artwork on Fantastic Four. In a high grade, this book's about $40. Mid grade's about $12, and 4 for low grade. There's been 150% increase in copies sold because Herbie's going to be in Fantastic Four First Steps, which comes out in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Well, I'm losing my voice, but I'm fighting it. Silver Purple number 3 from 1968. First appearance of Mephisto. First cover appearance of Shallow Ball. 150% increase in copies sold. Probably because Shallow Ball's in it and Mephisto just made his debut in the Marvel Universe. The MCU. The Sandman, number 1 from 1989, DC Vertigo. First appearance of Dream, a.k.a. Morpheus. First appearance of Unity Kincaid. First appearance of Roderick Burgess and Ethel Cripps. 122% increase in copies sold this week due to the fact that Sandman Season 2 on Netflix just came out.
And it's amazing. It's awesome. I haven't watched it yet, but I know it is.
$150 in a high-grade copy. We got All-Star Superman, number 1. AMC IMAX giveaway distributed on July 10th at participating IMAX theaters. And it's about trending up at $20.
Is that a reprint of the All-Star Superman from 2005?
I think so.
Okay.
It's a reprint with a different cover.
Right.
And a series is kind of fun. I don't know if anybody's read it, but Bitter Root, the next movement, number 4, is a 1 to 10 ratio variant, $15 in a high grade. Variant art by Maria Wolf. And there you go. That is your trending 20 comics of the week. And it's going to be another adventure trying to get to the hot 10, but we're going to do it. I'm sorry I missed all the comments. We'll check it out. All right. No problem, Glenn. I forgot about your Whatnot show.
Yeah.
No problem. They had some more back in stock. I might need to reorder one. New Teen Titans Annual number 2.
Ooh.
First appearance of Jetfire. Yep. Okay. So was that not? Okay, that was the one, right? All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Hello, Missing Mars. All right, let me get to this next segment here. We got the hot 10 comics of the week.
They're in stock. Go get your milk bone.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
Well, they
it's
were
probably if they keep reprinting, we're not going to miss anything anyway. Now they're probably gone by now.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get this to work. It's working on it. It takes a minute. I probably should just bring it down and bring it back up because it's okay. Here we go. Coming in at number 10, we have Mr. Miracle number 1. High grade's about $200. You get a low grade copy for about $20. This is the first appearance of Mr. Miracle Scott Free, the son of Highfather. First appearance of Oberon, Mr. Miracle stage manager. First appearance and death of Thaddeus Brown, the Miracle Man who preceded Scott Free. It's number 10 on the list this week. In the transactions, we had a 9.2 CGC that went for $400. That's a 13% increase. And a 9.0 for $250. A 7.0 went for $130 this week. Mr. Miracle number 1 has made its debut on the Hot 10 list, driven by increased demand following the announcement of DC Studios' animated series based on Tom King and Mitch Gerard's 2017 run. And that's a fun book. It's a Kirby book. It's a Kirby cover. It was a Kirby creation. Amazing Spider-Man number 20 from 1965. The first appearance and origin of Scorpion. Mark Mac Gargan appears in the Amazing Spider-Man 19. This is number 9 on the list. 8.5 went for $2,707 this week. A 2.5 sold for $300. A page 16 missing incomplete 0.5 sold for $195 this week. Mac Garan's first appearance of Scorpion lands on the list for for the first time in 2025. We got Iron Man 55, first appearance of Thanos, first appearance of Eros, Kronos, Mentor, and Drax the Destroyer. Also the first appearance of the Blood Brothers. In a high-grade copy, we're talking a 9.8. It's about 1.4K. 9.6 sold this week for $3,000. That's raw, of course. A 9.6 sold for $3,840, which is a 19% increase. We have 4.0 sold for $345 this week. The first appearance of Thanos has made a surprising return to the Hot 10 list, maintaining its position for 4 consecutive weeks. Fantastic Four 49, the first full appearance of Galactus, first cover and second appearance of Silver Surfer. This is what we call a big boy book. High grades about 2K. Well, the last one was 2 kind of. 7.0 sold for $1,349, 13% increase, and a 2.0 sold for $375. It says here the first full appearance of Galactus secures a spot on the Hot 10 for the 11th time in 2025, and it's probably because we got the Fantastic Four First Steps coming out soon. This book's been on the list like so many times at number 6. Amazing Spider-Man 129. It's about 2,000 a high grade. Low grade copy run you about 200. First appearance of Punisher and Jackal. 9.4 sold for $3,850 this week. A 9.0 for $2,995. A 5.0 went for $975. A Mark Jewelers advertisement 4.5 sold for $1,500. It's down 4 spots from last week's number 2 position. The Punisher's first appearance remains a strong performer on this list. It has been for the whole year. We got another Fantastic Four key, Fantastic Four 48, about $4,000 in a high grade. First appearance of Silver Surfer, first cameo of Galactus. It's 8.5, went for $4,200 this week, 10% increase. On the low end, we had a 0.5, sell for $108. That's more my jam. I could do that. Halfway through 5, the first appearance of Silver Surfer maintains a consistently returning key issue to the Hot 10. Now, that 0.5, what condition it's in, God knows, but I could afford it. Here we go again at number, what number is this one? Number 4. Fantastic Four Annual number 6, first appearance of Annihilus, ruler of the negative zone. First appearance of Franklin Richards as an unnamed infant. Probably due to the movie. 9.2 went for $1,700 this week. I saw people asking. I was on several Whatnot streams this weekend and saw multiple people ask for this book. 4.5 sold for $240 this week. Also, this key issue is also tied to the Fantastic Four movie because Franklin Richards will be in it. Next up, we have at number 3, Iron Man number 1.
Number 1.
First ongoing title series featuring Iron Man, and it features the origin of Iron Man. It's about $2,200 in a high grade. A 9.6 graded sold for $10,800 this week.
Wow.
That's a 26% increase.
Man.
On the low end of the grades, 3.0 went for $400, which is a 19% increase. And this is the 8th appearance of Iron Man number 1 on this list this year. At number 2, we got Journey in the Mystery 83. This is a $1,000 book in a high grade, people. This is from 1962.
Talk about a big boy book.
That's an adult book.
Yeah.
This is one that I would have to rob a bank to afford. Low grade's about 4.2, but I'm not going to rob a bank, YouTube, so don't get mad at me. It's the first appearance of the origin of Thor. It's the introduction of Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, first team appearance of Kronos, a race of rock-like aliens, and the first appearance of Donald Blake, the human host of Thor. Number 2 on the list, 7.5 sold for $31,000 this week. That is a 24% increase. A 6.0 went for $14,000. And on the low end, and this is like a 1.5 sold for $3,278.
Jeez.
Surprisingly, Thor's first appearance has not made the Hot 10 list at any point over the past 2 years, largely due to high prices and extremely limited availability. There are only 45 graded 7.5s that exist on the CDC census, and in most years, no more than 2 have ever sold.
Wow. Glenn says you can still get the Milkbone comic on Milkbone's site.
All right. First appearance of the new X-Men. This is Giant Size X-Men #1. It's a $5,000 book and a very high grade. This is the first appearance of the new X-Men, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird, and it's Wolverine's third overall appearance. It's also the first appearance of Ilyana Rasputin as a child, who later becomes the character Magic. And it's also the introduction of Krakoa, the living island. It's also the first use of the sound effect snick, associated with Wolverine's claws popping out. 9.6 went for $10,500 this week. That's a 12% increase. A 4.0 on the low end, so for about $1,350. If I saved up enough, I could afford that.
I'll settle for a 9.4.
Yeah, I'll settle for a 4.0. Sure. I mean, I'll settle for a 4.0. I'll settle for a 2.5. I don't care. 3 copies outsold the average. Giant X-Size X-Men #1 serves as a prime example of how unrealistic inflation in the secondary market led to a cool-down period, forcing sellers to realign their pricing with more sustainable levels. Between 2018 and 2020, CGC 9.6 copies averaged around $6,000, but during the 2021 markup surge, they skyrocketed to $25,000 to $30,000. So I think that it's stabilized. Is what
and if you didn't sell it when it was $30,000, and
you're a fool. You're a damn fool.
Damn right.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. That is your Hot 10 comics of the week. That's a pretty good list. I mean, I like the list this week. I like the list. I don't know. I just like, it's always interesting to see what's going on in the comic book community with people, the collectors. Okay, you still get the Milkbone. I got to check it out. I might have to get it. All right, I might have to get me another one. So I'll let that one go like a jack clown. All right. Next up, I'll probably do it after this if I can get on there fast enough. This is our final segment of the night. This is my favorite segment of the night. Out of context panels of the week.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we read some comic panels, and you can take them completely out of context. I don't know. I feel like there's some duds in here. I had a hard time finding good ones, but here we go. There are a few good ones in here. You want to know a secret, Jason? No, Batman, I don't, especially when you're reaching your hand down your pants.
Yeah, no, that's
right. All right.
I'm sorry. I can't do anything. This girl is dead. Well, no shit.
I'm glad the doctor could verify that for us.
This one has no words, but I mean, I pretty much can take this out of context.
Yep. Superman is shocked of how happy Batman looks.
Yeah.
Go.
I think it broke into the kitchen, smelled your lasagna, and died. I don't know if I can get away with doing that, but I just showed it. All right.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I know. They get worse. Earlier than you did. How did it go? Whatever it was. No, not too bad for a night's entertainment. A bar with no cover, a goose egg on the back of my head, and 2 hours of R&R in a garbage bin. Okay. I think she's kind of kinky, but this is my opinion.
Good night.
All right. Yeah. I'm talking about this lovely little lady licking herself. Who, me? Get over here and give daddy some sugar. Okay. Consider yourself sweetened, Mr. Suave. So Batman's a furry. I didn't know that. All right. Okay, look at here. Peter Parker, I think. He's like, man, she's cute. And then he's like leaving he goes, I'm not a peeping Tom. I'm not a peeping Tom. I'm not a peeping Tom. Really, I'm not. Better hustle. I'm late as it is. Okay. You know me. I want the whole gang over. Oh, it's my pleasure.
Mm-hmm. I bet it will be.
Oh, I guarantee it, right? All right, let's see here. I got to get the screen bigger. I can't do that because I can't read it. All right, I got to try. to read it a little better. How? It's me, Arissa. Come to me, lover. But what happened to you? You're just a kid. But I always was. How, you pervert. All right. Lead the way. Where you go, I'll follow. Pat. Oh. Wolverine smacked me on the ass. And I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's been going on at the X-Men Mansion. But are they having an X-Men orgy here?
Yes.
It looks like it.
So come here, T'Challa. I can't really read it. But anyway, there you go. Can anybody read that? I can't read this one. But
how many
I want everybody to read it because I can't read the words it says.
No, how many P's in therapist? 1, Lois. Thanks, Smallville. Hey, look at that. If you put a space in therapist, you get the rapist. That's kind of clever. Kind of. Clark, give me just a few more seconds and we can grab some dinner. The rapist. That's from Saturday Night Live.
I don't know if we should say that, but we said it.
Therapist,
yeah, we're going to get
one of the categories.
hit for that one.
They're a rapist.
Now look at this one. They pants. Supergirl's evil and she pantsed everybody with Crypto. On. What am I doing? Why? Pull everybody's pants down.
That's what I'd do if I had superpowers.
If you really want to tangle with someone, just try your luck against the Wolverine. Look at Wolverine. What the hell? I don't know what this is from.
Wow.
What if they made him look like that? He would have been, nobody would have liked him. Now,
yeah, I don't think that would have been.
Here's Archie here. She says to Archie, hand stuff is on the table.
Okay.
Well, hello there.
There.
Spider-Man's getting it on, looks like.
Getting ready to.
Zarkov is right. The answer is plenty of meat.
What kind of meat?
I held out as long as I could, but I can't fight anymore. I've got to eat. Ah, these bills taste like lettuce, fresh, crisp lettuce. It's Jimmy Olsen, of course. Eating money. Friends, I'm calling from your room. You were not here. Send men up immediately. There is something up here for them in the bathroom. All right. Okay, these tense moments pass until it worked, Batman. He's coming too. It's sure a lucky thing you arrived when you did, Batman. Oh.
My gosh.
These kids should be at home watching Bill Cosby, not selling crack.
Yeah, that didn't age well, did it?
Oh, that didn't age well.
Nope. All right. He's handsome, witty, intelligent, and he likes me. Why does he have to be a cartoonist? Got it?
Comic creators can relate to that.
Why does he have to be a comic collector? Yeah.
Whoops. Oh,
Whoops.
You can see her face.
I see her bloomers.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of them this week. So when Clark glances away, Lois serendipitously drops a drug into his drink. Lois is kind of trifling. I'm just going to say it right now. Old Lois is kind of trifling.
Speaking of Bill Cosby.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay.
I was bitten by a radioactive porn star.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid I'll have to go home and shower, Betty. Good night. Yes, me too. Good night. And it looks like they got splooge all over their face. I'm just going to say it. That's what I was thinking. Okay. My slacks and Brett, they're so expensive. Slacks, you'll pay for this, you creep. Put it on my tab.
Okay.
And it also looks like he did something in his pants. Hey, Cindy, you got any salt for that shaker? But I like my own sex. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
He was saying that that, but he was actually gay. I think is what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
All right, that's not really.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it to switch. It won't switch. There we go. Is it going to come up or not? It's working on it. Evil spirit, cruel and rash, leave Superman's body quick as a flash. Enter the harder, strike harder. It's the only way to drive the evil spirit from my body. I think he's in a little S&M here. I don't know. Maybe I just have a dirty mind. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I just have a dirty mind. The lost art of foot flirting. Yeah, the rest of them aren't very much winners, though. I'm just going to be honest with you. Too young to know your own mind. I love dick. We also salute warrant officers, both male and female. Women, too? Come on, man. Move into the 21st century, bro. Come on. All right. This thing's getting slow. Now I've seen everything.
Okay, there's something wrong with that.
In time, Crypto's publicity goes to his head. What a profile. Why should I chase after Superboy like a hero-worshipping puppy dog when the world adores everything about me? From now on, I'll devote myself to my art and my public. Well, Crypto's really got
I
an
didn't
ego,
know Crypto was an artist.
Right?
James Gunn movies went to his head. Well, she's a good-looking filly. Open your mouth, girl. I want to count your teeth. Is she bridle broke? No, but it won't take long. She's a fairly gentle filly. And look at these horsemen. They're like butt naked looking.
Yeah.
These dogs bite me. Their parents call me names. Really? That's just kind of weird. I just thought that was weird. I know it's not really out of context, but why do the dogs bite her and parents call her names?
Yeah, right.
Well, I ain't no perfect 36, but in the dark, they can't tell the difference.
You do know that you can feel how big things are in the dark, right?
You know, dating in the 1930s and 40s was a lot different, Kevin, and I'll tell you why. I need you. I don't need you any longer.
When you're done, you're done.
And finally, smile upon us, Master, as we prepare for a brave new bride, a bride who will bring you great pleasures and who will serve you well. Okay. I don't know what this, but I assume it's probably an adult-oriented comic book.
Yeah.
But anyway, we probably lost it here, but that's the out of context panels of the week. I would like to thank my guests, Random Reads and Nerdy Geek. They'll be back soon. But Kevin, why don't you tell everybody what you got going on your channel?
Tomorrow night, trivia, 9:00 Eastern time, and tomorrow night will be Superman centric. Wonder why. If you've seen the movie, you might do really good on one round.
Oh, I don't know.
Gonna try not to spoil it, but nah. Those questions would be answerable even if you've only seen the trailer, or you should be able to guess at them.
Well, Nerdy, what do you got going
on? Tonight I'll be on Kingdom of Nerds. Tomorrow I might be on Kingdom of Nerds for the actual spoiler review of Superman. Yes. And I put out a new Snail Mail Sunday where it's basically my unboxing and the FOC video yesterday and today. So that's what I got going on right now.
Oh, and right now I have a premiere going on that started about 10 minutes ago. So if you want to hop over to my channel and catch the rest of the premiere, I'm buying some Ollie's bags and opening them up. I was hoping we'd be done by 7. We ain't quite done, but that's cool.
Okay. We're almost done. We're almost done. I just gotta do my little promo for my shows. Coming up soon. I don't know when. It's going to be a pre-recorded video if anybody on the panel or anybody else wants to be involved, I think Cliff's going to do it, and I think we'll have Big Jeff will do it, and Kingdom of Nerds. But in honor of the Superman movie coming out this week, or this past week, I'm going to do a comic book review of the Man of Steel series from 1986 by John Byrne.
Nice.
And we're gonna read the series. It's a 6-issue series. And if anybody else in the audience would like to read it and then be in the chat or likes to be a part of the panel, you're more than welcome to. This is one of my favorite Superman series of all time growing up, and I can't wait to reread it. I got it right here, ready to go. I'm getting ready to read it tonight. I'll read it twice this week. And then so then we got let's see if I can find out what else I got going on here. I don't like the way they lay out the media assets now, but don't forget also the CBC Awards. They're still nominated until the 7th, I think, or the 2nd or 3rd, something like that, at cbcawards.org. Tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, Bad Cinema presents a real bad one. It's a real stinker. Jaws: The Revenge. So stay tuned for that at your peril, I guess. At 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have another episode of Comic Conversations. And this week,
Katie,
my guest will be K-pop junkie. Katie will be my guest this week. So that should be fun. And I don't have a thumbnail for it yet, but this week on Good Cinema at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, I will be reviewing the 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger film, Predator.
Yeah.
So, everybody, thanks for coming on. I'd like to thank my co-host for being on here. And until next time, true believers.
Come, son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod! Snitchy boochies, have